that we've learned all of the basics, I'm going to teach you how to color change in your work. So as you can see, I have 10 single crochets here in my row. I have single crocheted into 4 of those stitches. So the following stitch is 5. For the sake of this example, we're going to say that in stitch 6, I need to have changed color. So what you do in stitch 5, if you need to change in stitch 6, is you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through as if you were going to complete a standard single crochet. But now, instead of yarning over in the green as you normally would, you're going to pick your new color and you're going to simply drape it over your hook as if you're yarning over with it. And then, just completing the single crochet, you're going to pull it through. So now you'll see the new color that you have on your hook is that orange instead of the green. So now, in order to continue single crocheting, you are going to gather up these strands, keeping the tail of the orange and the tail of the green together, and you're going to isolate this orange strand, which is going to be your working yarn from here on out. So now, in order to move forward, you're going to need to snip off this green yarn, leaving a little bit of excess for you to crochet into your work. So now we have 2 tails of yarn, the orange and the green, and then we have our orange working yarn that we're going to be working with from here on out. So now, in order to continue, you are going to keep these 2 strands of yarn in your hand, and you're going to keep them both parallel with your working stitches. So you're working with the orange yarn, and this can be really difficult to get your hands around, but you're going to keep your orange yarn or your working yarn up on your finger here, and you're going to hold these 2 tails with your thumb and your middle finger. So in order to keep these secure and kind of work them into your stitches, you're going to keep single crocheting with the new working yarn, but you're going to do it around these 2 tails. And the way that you do that is by keeping it parallel to your stitches. So there's 1 single crochet. Now I'll show you closer. You're going to insert your hook and make sure you're going underneath your stitch and then also these 2 tails. You're going to grab your working yarn, bring it around, yarn over, and pull through. And you'll see that these stitches are now surrounding those 2 tails and keeping them relatively invisible, which is great. So you're going to continue on to the end of the row doing that, single crocheting around those 2 tails. So again, just make sure that you're keeping them parallel to your stitches and you're going underneath them when you're working. So then you're going to yarn over and you'll see it just completely covers them up. So that makes this color change very seamless looking.